So you're looking for a new construction home starting at $450,000 in Fort Worth, Texas? Then this is the video for you. Let's go. What's up, my beautiful people? Realtor Matthew Perez with the Living in North Texas YouTube channel. And we're excited to drop another new construction, new community home tour for you all. In today's video, we're out in Reunion, one of the fastest growing master plan communities in Rhome, Texas. And we're touring one of Prairie Home's most popular floor plans in the 50-foot lot series. This floor plan is called the 2574. A single story layout with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a game room, and just over 2,500 square feet. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I help families just like yours relocate to North Texas every single day, and we absolutely love it. So if you're considering DFW, if you're comparing neighborhoods, or if you want real insight into the community out here, you're in the right place. Let's get this tour underway. And like always, we're going to break down the home, the community, the builder, the city, the schools, the pros and the cons, and whether or not Reunion should be on your short list. Picture this: rolling hills, preserved lakes, trails, lush landscaping, water features, and that small town vibe that still keeps you within striking distance of the job center, shopping, and big city amenities. That's the vibe here in Reunion. This master plan community crawls around natural terrain, lots of greenery, lakes, trails, etc. But you're not completely off the grid. Reunion sits about 25 minutes north of downtown Fort Worth, giving you that sweet middle ground, peace and space when you want it, and access to the city when needed. Think of it as a home base for folks who want to escape the crowded hustle and bustle, but don't want to give up convenience. Now, if you know anything about builders in North Texas, Prairie Homes is a name that comes up a lot. They've been building homes for decades and have a reputation for offering a wide variety of floor plans, solid standard features, and modern designs that try to fit different lifestyles. In Reunion, Prairie backs the home with what they called smart home technology at no additional cost, and they offer an industry-leading warranty, a 2-year bumper to bumper, and a 10-year structural warranty. That's different, y'all. That means for many of you relocating, you get the benefit of a brand new build, modern finishes, and the stability and ideally assurance that comes with a known builder. One big reason families are moving to Reunion in Rhome, homes here fall within the Northwest Independent School District, NISD. Typically, assigned schools, depending on where the community you land in, include Prairie View Elementary, Chisholm Trail Middle School, and the Northwest High School. Now, let's be straight. Some of those schools' ratings, according to Great Schools, lean towards average compared to hot market suburbs further north. But if you're coming from out of state or leaving a high-cost metro, what you get here is a solid trade-off: room to breathe, newer schools, less traffic, and family-oriented environments. If you value space, community feel, and that suburban calm, this setup works. Living in Reunion isn't just about the house, it's about the lifestyle. Picture walking or biking trails, community lakes, preserved green spaces, natural terrain, water features, and a neighborhood designed around outdoor living and tranquility. Whether you're a family, remote worker, or just someone who wants to unwind outside of the city chaos, Reunion gives you that. On the weekends, you could be fishing, walking trails, or chilling by the lake. And on weekdays, you're still close enough to Fort Worth or the DFW job centers for work or errands. Also, worth noting, Reunion's location gives you easy access to major areas like Highway 114, US 287, which opens up connections to Fort Worth, other suburbs, and job markets without making you feel like you live smack in the middle of traffic. If you're coming from out of state, California, Arizona, Illinois, Florida, listen up. You might be used to paying a premium for small town charm or getting hit with skyrocket cost of living just to have something off the city grid. Texas, and especially places like Reunion in Rhome, still lets you have both affordability relative to certain Dallas-Fort Worth suburbs, land, space, community vibe, and reasonable commute to major metro hubs. As a realtor living and working in DFW, I see a lot of families and individuals who relocate from high-cost metros. And Reunion checks boxes they can't in more expensive suburbs. Newer builds, open spaces, family community, and that Texas lifestyle, all while remaining connected to the metro. If your goal is long-term value, stability, and a home that still feels like more than just a place to sleep, Rhome gives you a strong case for itself. All right, y'all, you've heard a lot of great news. Rhome is all hyped up, but now let's hear the pros and the cons from my honest realtor point of view. The pros: affordability plus value. Getting a new modern home from Prairie Homes in a master plan community with amenities and land, often at a lower price point than many high-end, high-demand suburbs in the north. The peace in the lifestyle. Trails, lakes, open spaces, nature, and that small town vibe that feels more relaxed than urban. The access and the flexibility. Close enough to Fort Worth and major highways to commute and access city amenities while enjoying that suburban calm. And the last one would be family friendly and community focused. It's good for families wanting good schools, safety, space, or anyone wanting to escape congested city living for a slower, grounded lifestyle. Now, you have to consider the cons, and this is what I would consider. The commute and the car dependence. You're a bit outside of the immediate suburbs. Expect to rely on a car and plan to move around in rush hour. Commuting may be a headache. It just is what it is when you start moving further out from the downtown areas. There is fewer urban amenities directly nearby. Because you're not in a major suburb, expect fewer high-end shopping centers, nightlife, and some conveniences that the big suburbs have. Your trade-off is the space. And the last thing would be growing and changing area. This is a developing area. Communities like Reunion attract growth, which means construction cones, zones, evolving infrastructure, and sometimes that in-between stage while the area matures. I know at 6 p.m. trying to get into Reunion, it does get congested because it is a 2-lane street. We are in the sticks, y'all. So you have to consider that when moving to Reunion and those suburbs that are further out. If you fall into any of these categories, Reunion and Rhome might just be that perfect fit for you. Families wanting space, nature, good value, and a slower pace, but still want access to the job markets and the city amenities. People relocate from high-cost states who want to stretch their dollar further, get more home for less, and trade congestion for calm. Remote workers or hybrid commuters who don't need daily downtown access and would appreciate space, peace, and the neighborhood feel. Folks wanting to invest in a long-term home in a growing community, maybe even get in before prices jump as the area develops further. On the flip side, maybe think twice if you want instant access to city nightlife, walkable grocery bars, restaurants, or some of those perks might be better in more developed suburbs further north or east. Hey y'all, if this is your first time to the channel, you want to know everything about living in North Texas, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the bell for notifications, and hit the like button so others just like you can find this video, find our channel. We truly appreciate that, y'all. As a real estate professional, I always tell my clients, know your lifestyle, your commute tolerance, and your long-term plan. Visit the community during a weekday, morning, or during rush hour. See what traffic looks like commuting out. Ask about the lot location. Some are on water, some are on hills, some are in more central zones. That affects views, privacy, and the resale value. If you have kids, ask which school you're zoned for, as Northwest ISD boundaries can shift. And at the time of recording this video, there's over 4 elementaries, 3 middle schools, and a high school being built, and rezones will happen. Check not just the test scores, but community culture, commute to the school, extracurriculars, etc. Think long-term. This isn't just a house for many, it's a lifestyle change. Getting in early into a community like Reunion can pay off down the road as growth continues. Look, the DFW area is expanding outward. Places like Rhome, Reunion represents a new wave of suburbs, ones that offer balance. You don't have to choose between city access and peaceful living. You get a bit of both. For people relocating from up north, out of state, or even within Texas, this is a kind of place you might actually live your life again, not just survive the commute or the traffic. And with a builder like Prairie, you're getting a newer built home in a growing infrastructure that matters. If I were helping a family move here, I say this is a strong starter to lifetime home bet, especially if you value space, calm, and long-term potential. So if you made it this far in the video, you are the real MVP, my friends. This is where we get real honest, go off hinge. And if you're thinking about making the move to Rhome, Reunion, or anywhere in North Texas, reach out to us. I know this area inside and out. I help clients relocate from out of state, in state, within the city, negotiate with builders, and find that sweet spot between value and lifestyle. Look, y'all, at the time of recording this video in December of 2025, we are in a heavy buyer market. We've been in a buyer's market. The thing that is pausing buyers to take advantage of this slow paced market is 1, the economy state, and 2, the interest rates. But guess what? You guys see the interest rates at 6%, but builders are offering 4.99%, as low as 3.99%. There are particular builders out there where you can get a low historical interest rate and your closing costs covered paid. I mean, we just literally negotiated a contract for a local buyer. They got a full move-in package. I'm talking refrigerator, washer and dryer, blinds, garage door opener, all of their closing costs covered. All they had to do is cover their down payment. It's so simple, and we help people every single day take advantage of this buyer's market. There's a saying, y'all, when others are fearful, be greedy. And when others are greedy, be fearful. You know, I think that came from Warren Buffett. Don't quote me on it. I just know the quote. And that is literally the thing about buying a home. Now, I don't want to sound like a typical realtor because our business, we don't do it that way. When you buy a home, it's when the time is right for you. You cannot time the market. It is so hard to do that, especially in the real estate game or even in the stock market game. When you try to time the market, that's when things fail. So run the numbers. If you feel comfortable with the monthly payment, with your down payment, with the great deal that Realtor.Perez negotiated for you, pull the trigger. That's what me and my wife did years ago. And us buying our first home at 25 years old is what set us up for the success and everything that we're doing for our children. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I truly appreciate y'all always being faithful and tapping into the channel. And if you're looking to make the move, you know how to reach me. 214-713-1981. You can hit me on any social media platform at Realtor.Perez. You all stay blessed, my beautiful people.